Hello Internet, this is BoneCarlos coming to you live from Honduras to bring you another vlog. Sure, why not, another vlog type thing. It's not really gonna be a vlog, but more on that in a little bit. As always, my giveaway is still underway. All the information is gonna be down below along with the hint of the week, so check that out if you guys want to win yourself a prize. Other than that, this video is going to be brought to you by MV999. He wanted me to talk about my bracket and if I even watch March Madness, and sadly I don't. I'm not too big on college sports, and making a bracket when you're not into whatever it is you're making a bracket for is kind of more than likely pointless. My one thought on March Madness is that it slowly but surely over the years it has gone away from the teams or repeating championships or players or this or that, and it's just become solely about the bracket. I mean, it's gotten so big that even the president makes a bracket every year, and I don't exactly appreciate that, really. I mean, this is a sport, this is a college sport where young men or children, whatever you guys want to call them, go out and compete and play their favorite sport, and hopefully make it into NBA, into a career and whatnot. And a silly little bracket is just kind of taken away from the whole experience, in my opinion. But that's it, as I try to snipe someone with Kimbo FMG9s, and I finally started using them these last couple of procedures, and they are every bit as powerful as people say they are. Up close, at a distance, as you just saw, it is kind of no-go. But yeah, it is kind of an oh crap sidearm to use if you feel any kind of pressure at all, especially if you're sniping. But that's it for that. What I want to talk about this video, not so much, it's not going to be a vlog, it's not about me, it's not going to be about me talking about something or other, which is still an option. If you guys want me to talk about anything in particular, leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to take care of it for you guys. But what I've been noticing, I've been playing a lot more Call of Duty lately. Just, I don't know, just randomly I just started playing a lot more. I finally got into the groove and just rhythm of things, and I've been noticing a lot of just a little bit of mistakes that have been cropping up here and there, and as I talk to just random people online and such and such. So what I decided to do is just make a video about not more so basic hints, but just tips that people just really don't process as they're playing. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. They're not going to be any high-level hints. They're not going to be any head glitches or pre-shot locations or anything like that. I'm mostly going to be just basic things that just people don't do. And one of the main ones that I've noticed is that people don't use their equipment. Whether it be nades or special grenades, tactical grenades, anything like that. People don't use them, and seeing as how you regenerate these when you die and when you respawn, why not use them? I mean, if you think there's an enemy in that distance, chuck a concussion grenade, chuck an EMP grenade, whatever you have equipped, just throw them. Just to confuse or just harass the enemy in any shape, way, or form, because if they're under any sort of duress, whether they're flashed or concussed, that's points for you. On same thing with frags, just throw them. If you think there might be an enemy there, just toss them. I mean, I try to do it as much as possible, not so much in this game since I was just kind of in the groove with switching back and forth with the FMG9s and the sniper rifle, but 9 times out of 10, I'm just tossing my grenades left and right, whether or not I'm sure that an enemy's back there or not. So that's a little tip out for you guys. Just put that in the back of your mind. There might be an enemy back there? Sure, why not? Let's find out. Toss a grenade. You'll get a hit marker. Then you'll definitely know if there's an enemy back there or not, and they'll be impeded if you do manage to connect with a special grenade or tactical grenade, whatever you guys want to call them. This second little tip is something that I'm aware of myself, and I've just known this since pretty much since the first Call of Duty or Modern Warfare, I would say. And it's know your limits, and this more specifically applies to kill streaks. This came about when I was playing a kid. Well, actually, I was just playing free for all, and a kid was just chatting, and I was talking to him, going back and forth, and then he just seemed really aggravated. He just at one point he just really just raged just a little bit, and I asked him, "Hey, dude, what's going on? What's the problem?" And he was telling me, he's like, "Oh, I never get kill streaks, and this and that, and these kill streaks are just I never get them, and I would get killed right before I get them." And I'm talking to him, and I'm like, "Well, do you use hardline?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm using hardline." I'm like, "Oh, well, what kill streaks are you using?" He's using Reaper Pavlo and Osprey Gunner. this is just a little kid. This was just a little kid. He wasn't really that great of a player. I mean, he would go like, you know, 9 and 30, like 9 and 22, just on average. He was just a bad player. And I told him, I was like, well, you're never, judging by, I told him, I was like, from the scores that you're getting, you're not gonna get those kill streaks. I mean, have you ever gotten a Reaper? No. So what makes you think you could get a Reaper? I don't know, they're just really cool. I got one in a care package once and they're really nice. Well, how about this? Why don't you try going 5.79, getting a Predator missile, and getting then that'll help you get your tac chopper, which will help you get your Reaper. And he's like, okay, I'll try that. And he managed to get an attack chopper up a couple of matches. And he's like, oh, thanks for the tip. And I'm like, you know what? You could why not try a UAV care package and like an IMS to protect your care package when you drop it. That way you'll get care packages dropped and you might get your Reaper that you really want. And he's like, okay, I'll try that. And, you know, and then all of a sudden fucking UAV started coming up all over the place and using hardline. All I need to do is get those 2 kills. And once radar up, he was able to get the care package and then, you know, the IMS and blah, 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 blah. So, know your limits. I know my limits. I'm not going to go for the high kill streaks because I just can't do it. Even since Modern Warfare 2 times, I was never able to get the Harrier, the AC-130 nuke. I mean, I think I got 1 nuke in Modern Warfare 2, and I actually managed to record that, and that was it. I very rarely got AC-130s or payloads or such and such. So just know your limits. I know mine. Just attune your kill streaks to it. I mean, why not? For my third point, I would just like to say, just know your enemies and know what they're doing. If they're all going anti-air, if you throw up a UAV and it's down before 2 scans go down, might want to rethink your strategy, especially if all the air support is being shot down. Might not be a good idea to call in that air score airdrop. Why not use something that can't be shot down, a la stealth bombers, EMP, IMSs, Predator missiles, such and such and such. Also, conversely, if your enemy is just shooting up constant UAVs and counter UAVs, upload yourself up some SAM turrets, some stingers, just stuff of that nature, just to counter what your team is doing. And then you just want to make sure you're just actively thinking what your opponent is doing and being able to counter that. I mean, at one point, I think I was so shocked that I had like a 6-game run where I was just calling in escort airdrops every single match, and none of them were shot down, and I was just baffled because I used to go lower kill streaks, you know, UAV, counter UAV, such and such, but they were never being shot down. So why not? I started pulling up the escort airdrops and whatnot, and none of them were shot down. So so you know, just know what your enemy's doing, and on top of that, know their style that they're playing. If they're rushing, if they're camping, if there's a camper, don't rush in there just blindly trying to get that kill. Just leave them alone, toss grenades, hoping to get that lucky grenade kill, and move on with your life. Don't keep diving into that hole and getting shot. You're just feeding him kill streaks. Also, if there's a rusher on the other team, if he's like, man, he's just rushing me into crazy, watch that kill cam. Know exactly what his setup is using. If he's not using Stalker, lay down some claymores just to slow him down and just to aggravate him, because I'm telling you right now, nothing aggravates a rusher more than being killed by a bouncing Betty or a claymore. So watch those kill cams. You'll gain information on where your enemy is, on what setup he's using, and just overall what your enemy is doing. So, and that just kind of leads me into just have a variety of classes. Having 4 classes with Type 95s or scars or something like that isn't gonna help in the long run. Just try to set up like an assault class, a quote-unquote camper class, an anti-air class, a rush class, just whatever you feel, so that way you're prepared for any kind of situation that your enemy's throwing at you. I know I always like to have 1 assault rifle, 1 submachine gun, 1 LMG. LMG is usually the anti-air. 1 shotgun class. That one's usually my rushing class, and then also a sniper class. And just having a variety of your classes also helps you fulfill a role that your team isn't doing. If you're with a team, just a random team, and none of them shooting down air support, throw on that the anti-air class that you have, and you'll be good to go. If most of your team is camping and holding down one area, throw down that rusher class. Be where your enemy isn't expecting you to be, and just fulfill a role that your opponent or your allies aren't doing, and you'll just help your team win that much easier. So those are all the little tidbits of information that I want to pass along to you guys, whether you guys already know or not. I'm just trying to pass it along to you guys. Other than that, I'm gonna get on out of here because apparently there's a loot fest going on. I hope you guys enjoyed. Later.